right now there are more than 7 billion people on the planet. By the time someone born today in the US reaches voting age, there are likely to be another 1 billion people. Most of those people will live in cities. How do we feed that population is an important question. And how do we do that keeping an eye on sustainability, affordability, and equity? The current global food system, I think, also leaves some things to be desired. It doesn't feed or nourish uniformly. As a species, I think it's been said that we're overfed and undernourished. So at the same time, we have 800 to 900 million people worldwide not getting proper nutrition. We live in a country that is probably, you might call, overfed, even though not everyone receives all the nutrition they need. So that's a significant cost. We also waste 30 to 40% of our food globally. That's a crime. That's a really sad state of affairs. We also have a global food system that has significant effects on the environment. So whether it's water quality, water scarcity, other issues, but climate change is probably the biggest place where our global food system is having some effect. Everyone needs to understand that our daily consumption globally is closely linked to our consumption of other things, energy and resources, and we need to evaluate that, especially since we're wasting food. Climate change, in a way, is also biting back. We're seeing the effects of climate change on global food production. You don't need to look farther than the recent droughts in California to see how that could play out. The other issue, I think, when people talk about climate change and carbon footprints of any industry, including agriculture, a lot of times we talk about where food is produced, but I think the important questions, probably more than where, is what are we producing, what are we consuming, and how is it being produced? So conventional ag, conventional production, our global food system probably needs a tweaking. A 2013 UN report estimated that globally the livestock sector is responsible for 14% of all greenhouse gas emissions. As a planet, we probably should consume fewer foods related to livestock, and that's also probably good for our global health. And this is not just about the sources of pollution, but also the sinks. So for climate change, it's not just about the energy we're consuming in our food system, but we're also deforesting. So we're removing some of the most important sinks globally. So I think there are a lot of challenges on the table. There's nothing simple about this.